Yeah, I hope I leave this road with motivation. I hope I leave this road with motivation. Life changing, man. 30 minutes, man. At the end of the day, we all life change, you know?
Yeah, I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation. I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation.
Yeah, hey look, if I don't leave y'all with nothing else, I wanna leave y'all with some motivation, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look at my kids, man, I hope my motivation. Yeah.
We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
Life changing, man.
Yeah. We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
This is another episode of Speak On It. I'm your host, the Life Changer. I got a special guest with me, my sister, Mena, Derra. She doing a lot of good things, a lot of big things. You know, she's an inspiration to me. So we here today to speak on it. We not holding it in. So, what's up, sis?
Not much.
Let's just jump right into it. I mean,
I'm with it.
I mean, whenever we see each other, we kind of give good conversation.
It's all love, always.
But first thing I want to talk about is, you know, you was the one that did my first photo shoot ever. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh my gosh, no, that was a while ago.
Right.
I remember in North County.
Yeah.
North County.
You did my first photo shoot.
That's wild.
And I just wanted to bring that back up to your remembrance, like, cause now we sitting right here and we talking for something that I'm doing.
I forgot all about that. That's when I first started.
That's when you first started?
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I didn't
that
know
was
that.
a long time ago. Yes. That's crazy.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
That's lit.
So I just want to let you know, like, even from that point, I watch you. You done grew. And it's like she doing big things, and then you even got off into branding yourself. Mm-hmm. And now that's big.
Yeah.
You know, I seen you doing the boss talk. Is that a thing?
It is, but with the virus, it kind of threw things off for me. So I had to pivot. But yes, I started doing these little workshops, and I named them Boss Talks. And then I would cut up the footage and like put them on my Instagram, social media for inspiration. But it kind of took a pause for now. But yes, it's still alive.
That's tough.
Thank
Boss
you.
Talk, that's tight. That's what we doing right now.
Lit. I'm with it.
and then I seen the Boss Things.
Yes.
So what is Boss Things?
So Boss Things is an apparel and accessory line for entrepreneurs, inspiring entrepreneurs. I have apparel, accessories, enamel pins, primarily focused on entrepreneurship. And I have the black collection, which is over here being black. So I have the t-shirts, and then I'll have an enamel pin dropping in July.
Oh yeah, that's tough. Over here
Thank
being
you.
black. I seen that when you posted, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. And you said you wouldn't even, like, you ain't just do that. That's been around.
Yeah, since last year.
Yeah, so this is before this whole...
Right, before
thing.
all the, of course, the protests. Yeah, this was last year.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. So God gave you that vision before, and now people just buying the shirts like crazy.
They
like
have been, especially with Juneteenth. I think, I don't know what this year is, but this is not the first time we protested, you know,
Right,
in this magnitude. So I feel like, I think it's something about this year that is making people like really tap into their, you know, their identity, and just really be proud of who they are. So I don't know if that's what it is, but people have been reaching out to my shirts.
That's
I'm
what's
excited
up.
about it.
That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So let's go back though.
Okay.
Let's go back, because that's really where I want to get to.
All right.
And I know is other people that's watching want to get to that too. Let's go back where Mena Derra come from. I heard stories about you that you grew up with my best friend.
Yeah.
And y'all was in kindergarten and all that. But like, or first grade or something. Y'all was really little, right?
Yeah, we were
like,
young.
I want to know the Mena Derra story, like where you come from, where all these, like your mindset and all that. Who was the forefathers and your mom, your dad? Like, who was the people who really was like instilled this type of grind in you?
Okay, you're getting deep. Okay. So I'm from the north side and the south side, which is kind of crazy.
You can't be from both.
I'm
now,
from
you know
both though.
We from
I'm
St.
from
Louis,
both.
you cannot rep both.
I'm from both though. I don't know.
So if they both was about to fight, Who would you help? We not saying we from two different hoods.
But seriously, I am from both because look, my dad was killed, a victim of violence when I was 2. My mom, she stayed on the south side, like in Swan, Tower Grove area, before the Grove became the Grove. So the Grove, before the Grove was hood.
Right.
So I'm from that hood, and then I grew up also with my grandparents on Goodfellow and West Florissant. So that's how I know your friend.
That's how you know.
That's how we met. That's how we used to walk to school together. We
don't
don't say no names, but it's all love. All love. I'm pretty much from both. I'm from the north and I'm from the south.
You from the north and the south side. I'm trying to wrap this around my mind.
Because
if you had to rep one, what would you have rep back in the day?
I'm not gonna say no.
So when you moved with your grandparents, hey, look, you was new from the south side and you was on the north, right? So you like, hey, I'm from the south side, but I'm over here. Like, what's up?
All the
like,
time. That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it was equal parts. I feel like on weekends I'm on the north side. Summers I'm on the north side during school. I'm on the south side. So.
So you kind of just bounced around.
Exactly,
so you have
because my
give
dad.
both sides
Exactly.
they credit.
Yes. I have to. There's no other way. I have to.
Okay, so moving forward, okay, your dad was killed. Like, what was you going through? How old was you?
I was 2.
You was 2 years old when your dad was killed? So this story had to be told to you.
Right, exactly.
So how was you feeling when they told you the story? Did you have any feelings because you didn't know him?
I did. I had feelings because when I growing up, we're around all my cousins. All of them got dads.
Yeah.
So I'm looking like I'm the only one without no dad. So it made me feel some type of way. But it wasn't really until later on I kind of like, okay, as a kid I didn't have no dad. How does that affect me now?
That's what I was just about to ask you.
Yeah.
How do that make you even? How do that motivate you in a way?
Yeah.
It could be a bad thing and you could be still tripping off of it like, dang, it's life, it's part of life and all that. But then how do it motivate you and say, it was a reason why my dad got killed. Right. It was a reason why it affected me the way it did, and it's a reason why I'm the woman I am today.
Right.
How can you put that
into... The stories I was told by my dad was that he was a hustler, good and bad. Of course, he was in the streets, but everyone says I have his drive, hard worker. So I took that part. Instead of looking at the negativity, I looked at, okay, what do I have from my dad? And that's my hustle. And so that's how I kind of look at it now. Of course, back then I didn't understand. I was angry. Didn't really realize I was angry until I was an adult. But you learn that it is a part of life. And you have to learn how to pivot, shift, and just keep it pushing. And
so what did you learn from your mom? I don't mean to cut you off. What did you learn from mom? If you learned the hustle and the grind from dad, what did you learn from mom? Was it a lot of the ladylike things?
Not to depend on no one to do anything for you. So go get it, no matter what someone's saying. If you want it, go get it. So I feel like both my mom and my dad, that's probably how they
put both of them together.
Yeah.
And now you just great.
Hello? Yes. That's how I feel.
That's what's up.
I took good traits from both of them. Just hardworking. My mom, she is so like caring, supportive, and I feel like that's how I am too. Like friends who reach out to me, I help them out as much as I can. People reach out about, advice. So I just try to be a good person too. My mom is most definitely, I would say, just overall a good, caring person. Like she's the one people come to for help, like all the time. Family members, friends, even my friends come out to my mom for help.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so
that's what's up.
That's how caring and supportive she is.
Let's talk about what bad trait you think you got from your dad. Where you seen yourself and was like, man, it's whatever with me right now. Like, because he was a hustler. I know what a hustler look like. I know they be out there, and they be taking a lot of risks.
Yeah.
When was you ever like taking risks? You taking risks right now in a good way, but I'm saying like, when was you taking risks in a bad way? Like where you was just like, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but I'm about to do it. With a male, with a job, with a hustle, with anything, or have you ever did anything like that? Because it might not be even nothing that you have done. It might just be all the good risks that you have taken.
Risk? I feel like when it comes to my business, I feel like I took risks, and those are all good because it comes to the territory.
Yeah.
Probably risk. I feel like the most risky things I've done is talking to different men. So I don't know if I know a man in the street. Well, let's go back to high school. dating a guy who was in the streets. I know better.
Like you really didn't want that type of guy.
Yeah.
But you was like, he the top guy. The guys that was in the streets was really like top guys in the school.
Right.
A lot of times.
True.
In high school.
True. So I knew I should not have been dating him, but I feel like nothing really bad happened. But I had a track meet, and he didn't show up, and I was pissed.
Oh, she still feels some type of way. Whoever you
Nah,
is.
no, it's still cool. It's all still up. But I think that's when I realized, like, nah, I ain't, cause he was locked up.
Yeah.
And so the day of my track meets when he got locked up. Right? And from there, I ain't talked to him for like months. And I think that's when I realized, you know what? I don't got time for this. I don't have time. So I feel like that's probably the most riskiest thing. I think, you know, as a guy in college, you know better. But I feel like I take good risk, calculated risk.
That's really what I wanted you to say, because I mean, a lot of people don't take bad risks.
Yeah.
You got to be a drug dealer to take them type of risks. Who take risks? Like what risks are we taking if it's not good?
Right.
You
I
know?
feel like most of the things I do, I think about it. I think before I act.
But even when I say drug dealers, like your dad or the hustle, whatever he did, he was taking risks for the family.
True.
So that
Very
was a
true.
good risk.
There.
Cause I go out and sell drugs right now if it was for my kids.
You had to, yeah. That's
You know
real.
what I'm saying? But yeah, that's good. But so I seen on your page that you hosted a vision. You hosted a vision workshop.
Yeah, that's when I first started. That's when I first started hosting workshops. Yeah.
That mean I did some good homework.
You did do some good homework. This
And
is
I
so
seen
old.
that you did a pro class.
A what class?
It said pro class. Like it was something that you did. Like I don't know if you spoke there or you was like
I was supposed to, but the virus hit.
for real?
I was gonna be in Atlanta teaching a class.
I seen it.
Yeah,
See?
and
See
it got canceled.
See, I seen
It got
it.
canceled. Yeah. Well, it got rescheduled to next year. So I'll be in Atlanta next year teaching.
Okay, that's good. So get us, like, I know that was old, but like, what did y'all do there at the workshop? Like the vision workshop. What did y'all do? You partnered up with somebody else, right? It was a guy on there. It was a dark-skinned guy.
Oh, that workshop. Okay, there's two vision workshops. There was one when I first started, and we was on vision boards and goal
so
setting.
I didn't do no good homework. I did
No, it was two. And then the second one was with Motivational Dre, so
Okay.
Andre Walker. And that was pretty much getting people ready for 2020. And so more so mindset around your business. So that was in December. Yep, me and Dre collab. And we did a free workshop, and then we did a paid workshop in January where we kind of like dive deep into like establishing and growing your business. So that was cool.
That was tough. See, you do a lot of good stuff like that, and you in your own lane. You not really like in nobody else's lane.
Now I'm staying in my lane. I ain't got time
Where
for
people,
extra.
when people come to your page or when they see you, it's like, leave her alone. Cause she
I
in her
hope
own
so.
lane.
I am.
You know, like, I mean, you probably feel like somebody. You gotta have a hater or two.
It is.
You know,
It's
like,
some
come on
haters
now,
out
there's
here.
people watching.
It is. I
You
don't
know.
care. They can keep watching. Watch
Yeah.
me do great.
So you know, without a hater, then what are you doing? You're not
Nothing,
doing anything
not doing
if
enough.
ain't nobody watching.
Exactly.
So, what you think about like all this what's going on, like the protests, or like what you think about like, how black and white? We just gonna put it out there, you know. I ain't never had a problem with whites.
Yeah.
I got good friends as whites. Actually, the young lady who I spoke with, she was telling me like, if you got white friends, then this the time for them to speak up and say something. Even if this like it ain't necessary, just say something.
Say something.
You know, if that's your friend.
Right.
And she got kind of bold with it and was like, if they don't say nothing, then unfollow them and block them and all that.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? Like, how you feel about like just what's going on, period, in general? I was just giving you some type of example of.
I personally, depending on what aspect. So, I like the protests. I like the fact that people are being consistent and putting pressure on these businesses and the government to make change.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily like the killing that's behind it, that follows it.
Yeah.
I think that's, you know, just being, like, you're taking it too far. But of course, when you look at history, those things are gonna happen. The protesting followed by the looting and the killing. So it's nothing new to history. These things are they've already happened, they're happening now, and they're going to continue to happen. However, when you look at the overall picture, there is some good coming out of it.
Yeah, some good coming out of it, but why you think that it's going to continue happening?
As far as,
so my question is, why I can't stop now? Why I can't stop her?
I don't see it stopping here. Look at our president.
Could it stop her?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because there's still people who are racist. People who are not having the conversations. People who are not open because they're already stuck in their ways. People who are raising their children to be racist. It's not gonna stop. In reality, it's not gonna stop here. Now, will it get better? I'm pretty sure.
It take a long time to get better again. Then it take a long time to get better again.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I think it could stop her. But it's gonna be a lot of like people changing some things. Like, that's the only way we can say it to stop her.
Yeah.
Of course. But in reality, we don't feel that it'll ever stop.
Yeah.
But like,
not in my lifetime at least.
If you ask me, how can it stop her, and what would you say for it to stop her? What would you say?
What do you mean?
If you could say something right now while we talking and everything stopped, what would you say? Like, would you say like whites need to just stop being racist? Blacks need to stop being racist? Because I know black people that don't like white people.
Yeah.
So would you say like stop that, or would you just say like, for instance, the police is like doing different things in the academy? What would you say? I just say just everybody just come together and be on one accord, equal opportunity.
Facts. You know,
and then I think it'll stop dinging.
The first word that popped into my head was love.
Ooh, that's good.
Because I feel like if you have love for other people, then all the other stuff, the racism, segregation, just like feeling, superior than the other race, I just feel like if you love just human beings, period, then you will see this person is hurting. You will see that this person needs help.
No matter the color of their skin.
No matter the color of their skin. So that's the first thing I thought of was love. You're supposed to love all. But
That's
of
real.
course you don't, of course it don't happen all the time.
Yeah.
So.
That's real. So I want to piggyback up on, I heard you say like the thug guy.
Oh my gosh.
So what type of guy are we looking for now? Or what type of guy, not that we looking for.
I was 16.
I ain't gonna ask you how old you is.
I'm 30, thank you.
Oh, well then, my
You should
bad.
be 32, around 30.
I ain't putting my age. I
Whatever,
ain't put
you're
my
around
age in the
that
public.
age.
No, I'm 31.
Okay, so you're around that age.
Yeah, I'm 31. So what is it to look for in a man? I'm asking you because
Don't ask me, 'cause-
if a man go to your page and he looking like, hey, I gotta be able to hold my ground with
You
this type of
do.
woman.
You do have to hold your ground. And I feel like a man is supposed to lead. So if you can't lead me, then I
Let me
don't
ask you this question,
know.
because you talk about boss talk, boss things, all this stuff. Is you the type of woman that allow a man to lead?
Yes, I want a man to lead. I'm tired of working. Let me step back and be a lady. If he want to take some
Ladies
pressure
work,
off
though.
me, they work. I'm just saying, not that type of work. I'm saying if he want to take the, let's go here, let's go there, the initiative to do things, cool. Just take a little bit of pressure off of me. Please lead the way. I don't want to have to make all the decisions.
Do you know a lot of women ain't saying that nowadays? A lot of women
That's because
I'm leading the way. Like I don't need no guy.
No, I'm not gonna say that.
Well,
now.
not even need,
That's
but
the,
like I don't want no guy. I'm doing it, and if I got a guy, he need to be on board on what I got going on. I think
it's
that's
a
where a lot of
partnership.
women fail at.
I agree. It's the partnership. I think women have lost trust in men due to many are locked up. Many come out of jail and don't have work. They're not. So you look at the most educated are black women. And so then the black men, I think, are towards the bottom.
You know we the #1 entrepreneur state for black women.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you knew that.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So
I thought I had something to tell you.
No, I know. And so I feel like women have lost faith in some of the men due to, of course, systems that are set up in place for our black men.
Yeah.
I feel like that plays a role. I feel like the system is tearing apart the black family. So I think that plays a part. And then of course you got these songs. I don't know if it was Beyonce or somebody, I don't need a man, or that single lady type thing.
Ladies, all
so
the single ladies, all the single ladies.
I think
whatever,
that had something to do with it. I also think,
you got me singing.
of course, I think social media has something to do with it. But I think it's also men need to have confidence in themselves to lead and be comfortable with who they are. I feel like it's a combination of things.
Right, that's true. That's true. Because there's a lot of weak men out here.
It
We
is.
just gonna be real.
Facts, and I can't deal with it.
There's a lot of weak men. They come
can't-
off like they strong, and then you find out who they really are, and they
Right.
really weak,
Yeah, I agree.
and don't have nothing going on.
Nothing.
And I'm for the black men.
I am
I'm for the
too.
black fathers that take care of their kids. I'm for the fathers who don't take care of their kids, because I want to be a role model to that man.
Right.
Where he could say, oh, he take care of his kids. No, let me start taking care of my kids. So I'm not going to
Exactly.
fight against if you're not taking care of your kids. I just want to be that light in your life. If you see me or come across
Right.
me, hey man, look, take the time out, do these things with your kid. I want to be there. So that takes me to saying, why do the women want a man with the bag? Like they chasing these guys with bags that sell drugs. They don't care how you get the money
Yeah.
nowadays. You could be a drug dealer, and that's a high risk. I'm gonna get with you. I have a child with you, and it's a risk that I get locked up. It's a risk that I get killed, and my baby could be
Seriously.
So women not thinking the
Big-
after effect.
Bigger picture, right.
There you go, the bigger picture.
That's all I learned
They
at
just
16.
like, look, he got that bag. He getting money in coming in every day of the week, and I want him right now.
Yeah.
But 2 years later, I don't want him. He locked up for 10 or 20 years. I gotta move on with my life. The
Right.
money ain't coming in. It ain't sweet no more. Why do women, I know you be around some women.
I be around women, but I don't be around those type of women.
Okay, you
feel
don't
like
be
the
around those type of
women-
women, but you be around women though.
I be around women.
You got a nice crowd around you, right?
No.
So why every time I see
I'm
you, you get
saying
like 3 or 4 girls?
The people I'm around are people who are similar to me, who have similar values. Now, I'm pretty sure I've met people who are like that. I see them, but that not in my core
Have
circle.
you ever talked to somebody that was just like, girl, I want him for his bag. He got a bag. Like, I want that.
No, that's not who I be around. I be
I'm
around.
saying, have you
women-
ever came across somebody like that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Now,
Have you ever asked them like, girl, he don't add no value to you?
No, they'll tell you if you let them. I'm a person who will sit back and listen. You'll learn about a person. You just sit back and listen, and observe. They'll tell you they lazy. They don't want to work. They want to wait on a man to pull them up instead of pulling themselves up. So
Okay.
and they want to live this like social media life, which is so fake. In reality,
Social media is so fake.
it is. So in reality, yeah, your baby daddy gonna be locked up or dead, like mine. My father's dead because he was in the streets, and so
There's only 2 things that come out of it.
Serious? Well, 3. If they get out,
They get out, but
they get out and maybe do something different. But
maybe.
So
maybe it's a
life-
powerful word.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
My brother, he had it rough.
Yeah.
He was in the streets. He did 5 years. He got out, and he did 2 years, and he got out there and did 5 years.
Yeah.
And then it was like, he gonna get it together. We had long conversations. He got out and got right back into it.
Yeah.
Like it never left him.
It's that cycle.
And now he in a position where he fighting for his life.
Wow.
So it's just like, when do you ever wake up?
Right.
So we know the outcome of it, but at the same time, it's a miracle if you change from it.
Yeah.
Because once you get hooked to the streets, it's hard to.
It's hard to even when you release from jail, that cycle of going back to prison is high.
You don't even care.
Yeah.
You adapted to the way they treat you and how
Right.
you living. And then now you come out here and it's like, okay, I'm finna take this risk for my family. I don't care about going back there because
Yeah.
I lived there for the last 10 years. Just like when you look at Power, if you familiar with Power, just like Ghost.
Right.
Ghost was a guy that was in the streets and all that, and he tried to clean it up, but he just couldn't clean it up.
Yeah. No.
He just couldn't.
But then-
Money couldn't clean it up.
But then you look at the people around him. His woman didn't want him to leave the streets. And then
Because he
best
built that.
friends. Right. So then you have friends
built
around
that.
you. So now like you got this circle and you can't escape it. Because the people around you are too hooked into the streets and you're too invested in it.
So let's move forward. So what's coming up? Like what's next? What's big? I don't know if you want me to give out this information, but like the information that you gave me yesterday.
Yeah. So I'm a
Like,
photographer.
is that like that just came about?
Yeah. So, well, yes and no. So
What is it?
So the guy I am working with now, he does a lot of commercial work. And so everything kind of took a pause during the virus.
Yeah.
And then he called saying, hey, studio's back open, come on up, chop it up. And then yesterday, so I came on up. Tomorrow, we on set for 2 days. Like, let's roll. You can photographer assistant for a national campaign. Now, I don't want to release details because that's not my place.
No, don't release details. I just want to.
Yeah.
I just want people to know that there's
Yeah.
something big that just happened to you. Like,
Yeah, it's
you know.
exciting. It's exciting because it's in 2020. When 2020 hit, I told myself I wanted new experiences. I wanted new opportunities, and so literally maybe within like 20 days of 2020, I get a DM from this guy saying, "Hey, I've been watching you. I would love to like meet you."
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I actually admire his work from a distance. Sees people on social. He reached out to me, which is kind of like, wow, like I feel honored, just because he's someone I admire.
Yeah, that's a blessing.
So for him to reach out to me was kind of cool. So yesterday he hit me up saying, hey, opportunity, want to be on set with us for 2 days. It's a national campaign. Let's make it work. I'm like, bet. Like, I'm with it.
Right,
I'm with it.
yeah.
I've been waiting on stuff like this for, since the beginning of the year. So I'm excited. I'm on lunch break now.
That's good. You're right.
So as soon as I leave here, I'm going back.
Hey, you working. You
Right.
working. You working right now.
Yeah.
And like even with that, like what you have coming up that people might not know that you've been having on your mental, on
Yeah.
your vision board. What's like? Give us a sneak peek of what's that you ain't even posted, like, or something.
A new book.
Ooh!
I'm working on a new book.
You working on a book?
Yeah.
You got the name of it?
Yes and no.
Well, don't give us the name because you ain't for sure.
Yes and no.
But we got a book coming.
Yeah.
We could be expecting a book from you.
Yes.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, I'm
That's
excited.
dope.
This is number 2. I'm thinking this one I might actually pitch other publishing companies to publish it. We'll see. We'll see how they go.
That's what's up, man.
But I'm excited.
That's what's up.
I'm excited. We'll see.
I'm happy for you.
Thank
I'm happy
you.
For you. I've been knowing you for a while.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm happy for you.
Since Beaumont? Is that when I met you?
Yeah.
At Beaumont?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, since Beaumont.
That's lit.
What did you think of me like when you got to know me?
You was cool. I feel like your circle, all y'all was just cool. And I knew your friends from way back when, so I
Right.
already knew who they were.
Right.
And so anyone who's around them, I expect to be the same way.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. That was a good way to put it. That was a good way to
Yeah.
put it though. Because they been big in my life. They behind the scenes to this.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
Like they really big
I feel like
behind
all
the
of
scenes
y'all,
to this.
y'all work together. I love it. Like our brotherhood, I love it.
Yeah, like they really behind the scenes to this. I don't take nothing for granted.
Yeah.
It's like they help me with ideas and tell me what I shouldn't do and what I should do,
Mm-hmm.
and they let me just walk into what God purposed me to do
Mm-hmm.
or what God put on my heart to do.
Right.
And that's that's just what it is. So that's why I'm like I want to. God put on my heart to use the tools that I got, right? So the tools that I got was people that's really doing stuff. When
Yeah.
I laid in my bed, woke up like at 3 o'clock in the morning, came up with the name of Speak On It,
I love it.
and it was like, these are people who you need to reach out to. I didn't
Yeah.
reach out to people. Me and you haven't even had talked
No,
in
not
months.
at all.
Like it didn't matter. But
Not
these
at
was
all.
the tools that you had in front of you.
Right.
These the people who going to give you dialogue and you going to need to talk to.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even with what God doing in their life, because this is a platform for them.
Right.
So for you to just walk in and accept what I put on your heart, then I got the people that's been waiting on this, that's in this field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To sit down and talk. Like I got some other good people coming, man. And I just want to say I appreciate you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Like we gonna look back and we gonna say like that conversation was dope. That conversation was powerful. Even though it seemed like it's fast, I'm getting to learn
It
that.
went by super fast.
Yeah, I'm getting to learn like, man, we need to keep talking. But I'm like,
Yeah.
no, we don't. What we said, this is gonna touch somebody.
Right.
People gonna listen to it. So it's like, yeah, the conversation was just dope. Thanks for coming, man. I
Thank you for
appreciate you. I
having
love
me.
you.
I love you too.
And until next time, I'm the host, the Life Changer. Go find my sister, Mena Derra. Remember that name, Mena Derra. Go find her on Instagram, Facebook, bossthings.com, Boss Talk. I hope she gonna be doing something like I'm doing right now, Boss Talk. That name just dope.
Thank you.
She coming out with a book, so we can look forward to that. And I'll see y'all on the next episode, man. I'm your boy, the Life Changer. Just speak on it. Don't hold it in.